Apparently, I got cut off in the middle of what I was saying because I'm not handling this recording the proper way, but I'm trying to learn. At any rate, the last pasuk that we were working on, it says, "Ksiv Ashrecha Yisabikamocha." Happy are you, Yisrael, who is like you. This is the praise that Hashem is giving to us. And Mikamocha Ba'elam Havaya. So the same kind of equivalence. This is that in Kabbalah you have equivalence. This is that one thing is similar to another, and so we see that the relationship of the Jewish people to other people is similar to the relationship of falseness that you have between the real truth, which is Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, and the other gods. Let's go on. Karl the Rebbe Elazar Vereza. Rebbe Shimon called to his son Rebbe Elazar. Ozvei Kamei, he stood him next to him. The Rebbe Rabbah, so he put him on one side, the right side probably, and he put Rebbe Elazar, Rebbe Abba on the other side. Ramanan Klala the Kula, we represent the general rule of all of them. It doesn't mean that these people that the other people, other spheros, the other chasadim that are being represented are not important. It means that there's a beginning and things fall in lines. So this is a beginning part of trying to understand what he's going to say. Hashta is the So unto this point that the way things are supposed to be, that's the way they stand. Ishtiku, everybody was quiet. Shamakola, then they heard some kind of a voice. And their knees started banging against each other because they were scared. So what's that voice? They said, Kala the Kunufia Ilah, the Miskanfe. So the Kunufia means the Malachim from up above are now gathering around. There's probably the sound of their wings gathering around. There's such a tremendous gathering of angels around them. So let's see what the Matuk Davash says. So he starts to prepare himself. Shehu b'bechinas keser rosh kavim soy. He is the aspect of keser, which is the head of the middle line. We haven't talked about lines, but he's the head of the middle line. V'amkar the Rebbe Elazar b'rei osvei. So he kamei. So he stood Rebbe Elazar next to him. Kara as beno Rebbe Elazar v'choshivel, the father of the Yamino, was put him on the right side. Why? Who bechinas chachmas rosh kav yamin, because he's chachma. He's the rosh of the right line. So he then have a Rebbe Abba Misitra Achra, but the Rebbe Abba Hoshi Mitzad Acher. He put him on the left side. The Haina Mitzad is small. Gehu Bechinas Bina Rosh Kav small. Now, those that maybe he's going to explain it, I'm not sure, but you have in Kabbalah, you have the concept of Kadati, which is the spheros in the middle line, Keser, Das, Tferes, Yisod, and there's a Malchus at the bottom of that line also. And then this is the Olam Atikon, and the right line is called Chachan, Chachma Chesed Netzach. The left line is called Baga, which is Bina, Gevura, and Hod. These are the lines. Within within Keser, Chachma, and Bina are all the others. They all develop out from it. They're related. But this is the top of the column. That's what he's saying. We incorporate all. So we are the heads of these lines. They have all the three lines are incorporated in these. Rebbe Shimon Rebbe Shimon until now the buyer as so olamatikon. So now that we've come together and we've agreed that we're going to start teaching the secret of the olamatikon, is taknu kaiman, so that what we're going to put is going to last. The sakto amudim shala parsas, and now we're putting the columns of what he calls the parts of it as a curtain, or some kind of a barrier. It's also called a curtain. Aniska the Kaman, he's going to talk about this later. Kigasher yashvu shaloshtim, because when these three are now lined up, so then once they have that, then there are going to be four columns that are going to come around them, and they're going to represent the four different directions. So then there's some kind of a perusa curtain that is spread over these four different columns, which allows them to be hung. V'sham yardach hashchina v'niskabsach ha'malachei hashars v'nishamas kedushas. And what happened is they made a room. And in this room now is going to come the Shechina, the Malachim, the angels that come from high, the angels that the Neshamas, Kedushas, and other holy Neshamas. Remember that we've learned that Neshama is kind of a word for the Pneumius of Ruchnius that's in the Pneumius. So when he told them that they should stand up these columns, Az ishtiku, then everybody was quiet. Shasku hachaverim, the chazas, benoam, bias, hashchina, v'nishamas hatzadikim, and now they were quiet as they started to behold the tremendous, glory, the clement sphere that comes along with it, the aromas of the Shechina, as the Shechina comes into this with all the shamas of all the tzaddikim. V'az shama kol, and then they heard a voice. Shama kol shal hamafalya shal ma'ala, so there was a tremendous host that was coming to them from up above. Sheyardav and Islav Shaba'oza Parochas, they also came. And they sat they established themselves in the middle of these curtains. Bar Kuvatam Dal the Dal Naksham and Vrechem Ra'ado, and their knees began to knock. The Nakshu Zubazubame'emes Hashchina, because they were so overwhelmed by the fact that the Shechina was in their midst, and they were seeing this, they were tremendous trepidation. Mefarish my call us. And he says, what was this voice that they heard? My call shamu hachaverim. V'amakola the kanufia ilod is kanfe. So what is it that is? These are all the kanufia, the palmalia. Let's see, what do we call it? We call it the host of heaven, which kanufia comes from the word kanaf, which I think usually means wings. Hakol shal palmalia shal ma'ala. This is the host, the tremendous population of spiritual entities that are from up above. The Shmos, so the Sheyigdal Rebbe Shimon, because they all want to come and hear what Rebbe Shimon is going to say, these secrets. V'zeh Rav Rebbe Shimon Shas Ratzam Arulei the Gilui Asoda. So now he knows that the Shechina came, and that all the tremendous, whatever that means, that all of this came, and the tremendous fear and trepidation that they had as the Pamalia, the host of heaven, came down. All these angels. Goes on. Chadi Rebbe Shimon, Rebbe Shimon was very happy, and he said, Havaya Shemati Shema'acha Yaresi. So Hashem heard me, Shemati I heard, Shema'acha your hearings Yaresi, I'm afraid of them. I don't know exactly what that means. So if I Hasam Yos Havacha the Mechabedechil, so there I see that it was proper to be afraid. Anan the why are we here? We're here because of the tremendous love that we have. Because we have a pasuk that we shall love Hashem with loving Hashem. And because Hashem loves you, and I will love you. I love you. So what's this all about? So the Matak B'Davash says, "L'chein chadi Rebbe Shimon samach Rebbe Shimon v'amar lo el hachavria." So he said to the men that were gathered there, "Gam atem tismachu imi ve'ein lechem ma lefache v'diyara kol kach." So don't be so afraid. You should be happy too, because what's going to happen now is we're going to reveal something that's going to be so wonderful. Ki masha kasav avaya shemati shema'acha yeresi, that pasuk which says that avaya I heard, shema'acha your hearings, I'm afraid of your hearings. Pasuk zeh ne'emer k'shara Chabakuk Navi. So this pasuk was said when the Chabakuk the Navi, when he saw B'maras and the Vua as a Sarah Harugi Malchus, where he saw the 10 Harugi Malchus. Minishmal Sehem, Shanishmal Sehem, Choye Bebechinas Gavuros, because all of their souls from aspects of Gavuros. The Chain Ami Yeresi, so therefore Yira goes along with Gavura. Therefore he said, I'm afraid. V'zecher she'amar Hasem Ya'uz Chava the Mehevet Dechil, so they Sham, in that place, it was fitting for them to be afraid. Sham Choye Roy Lehios Yared V'cheret. Aval Anan. But we said we're the Chasadim, we're not the Gevuros. So everything with us depends on love. Because they saw our souls Cover Chesadim, which is the aspect of Ava, the Chesiv, Ahavatah, as Hashem, Elokecho, Va'ana Ochavim, as a Kodesh Baruch Hu, and we love a Kodesh Baruch Hu, the Chesiv, Ava, Savaya, Eschem, Chesiv, and also his love for you, the Chesiv, Ahavti, Eschem, and I love you, Hare Shagam, Kodesh Baruch Hu, Ovez Osana, he loves us. So that's why we're here. That's why we're learning this Torah right now. So therefore, if you thought you're going to be punished for this, don't be afraid. Rebbe Shimon Pasav Amen. Now we're back up on the top again. Rebbe Shimon began and he said, Holech Rachel Megalis Sod V'ne'eman Ruach Mechase Davar. So what do you think about this? A person who goes and he starts spreading around ideas, this person reveals secrets. And a person who is faithful in his spirit, he closes things. He doesn't show them right out. Holech Rachel, what does it mean when it says a person is going and gossiping? Hai Kra Kasha, this is a problematic pasuk. So because this is Kevin de Itma Rachel Amai Holech. So what do we need to know? If we know it's a Rachel, what do we need to say that he's going around? Because that's what a Rachel does. Ish Rachel Meboyele the Maimar. You should say a man who goes around and spreads gossip, or a person. Miboyele the Maimar. Man Holech. So what are we doing with this word Holech? V'kodem shehiskel Rebbe Shimon Begilu Yisoda. Before he starts saying the sodos, hiskir as chachavria milagalos as hasoda de she'enim roim. So he's warning everybody not to say these sodas to people that can't handle it. Let's see. I don't know what he's saying about. I'm getting some message on my phone about how much it can handle. So I don't know. Maybe it can only handle another few minutes. So I'm not sure why. So therefore, Rebbe Shimon began, and it's written like this: Cholek Rachel Megalisod. He says, Pirish HaMegalisod Chavero Harehi Cholek Rachel. So a person that reveals a secret about his friend or his neighbor, he says that's a person who is going as a Rachel. V'ne'ema ruach mechase davar, and he said v'ne'ema, on a faithful spirit, it conceals things. Mishahu ne'ema ruach mechase chasod b'ramalimo, he covers up the sod and he keeps it hidden. The shol masha kasav, and he asks, what is it reading? Cholek Rachel, hai kra kasha, the pasuk is the problem itself. Pasuk zeh kasha lahavin, this pasuk is hard to understand. Ki ish Rachel meboyele leimar, so lemeimar. That's what he should have said, just a man who's a Rachel. Ish Rachel choyetzarech lomar, ki afilu she'ena cholek rak megalech hasod b'mekomo, even if he's not moving, he's called a Rachel. Gam Kain Nikra Rachel is also going to be called a Rachel. My Holech. So what's the reason we always have the word Holech? Okay, so maybe I got another 2 minutes. I'm not sure. There seemed to be only 15 minutes that allowed me the last time. So I really don't know what's going on or why it's like this. Okay, so it says now one more pasuk, and we'll see if I get through it. Elam mandalo isyishe baruche, but a person who's not settled, doesn't have his mind, his ruach settled. Lo habe mehemnen, and he's not a person who really believes that in Hashem, is really seeking Hashem. Hahi mila deshama aze bagavei chizra b'maya. So whatever he's going to say, whatever he's going to learn, is like a thorn in the water that's floating along, and it's not going to rest, and it's going to keep going until it reaches something physical. Ad rame le'labar, until it reaches outside of the water. My timer, what's the reason? Mishum delays ruche rucha de kiyuma, because his spirit is not a sustainable spirit. Of a man de ruche rucha de kiyuma, but a man whose spirit is a spirit of that is sustainable. Be kasiv ne'eman ruach mechase davar. Therefore, he knows that a person who has a pure spirit is going to cover things up. In other words, he's not going to blab all over about this. The ne'eman ruach, what is a ne'eman ruach? Kiyuma de rucha. That means a person who can sustain a ruach. Barucha talia milsa. This whole thing depends on the spirit of the person. I'm waiting till we get to 15 before I get cut off. I don't want to start anything more before I get cut off again. So let's try anyway. So Umeshiv, and he answers about the kasha about why do you need holech rachel. A person who's not settled, not settled in his spirit. And he's still got his soul mixed up with taivas raw, bad things. So therefore, that bad part of the person is going to push him to the point where he's going to want to reveal that secret. He's not a person of a faithful spirit. It's like a thorn in the water that keeps going until it reaches land. So he says it floats in his intestines, in his gut. Ana goes back and forth inside of like a thorn in the water. And it's not settled until he can say it out. In other words, he can get out of the water. That's the idea of saying the secret. So the same thing is true with this purveyor of gossip, that he's not able to be quiet until he says the thing that he heard to other people. For this reason, it says that he's holech rachel. Because it's moving, the rechilus that he wants to say, and he's going to say it. It's going to keep moving inside of him until he's going to get it out. So he said, so it's something that this gossip inside of him. So this is, of course, all about the secrets that Rebbe Shimon is about to start talking about. My time, or what's the reason for this? Mishum delays ruchi the kiyumalo the fee that this Rachel, he doesn't have a sustainable ruach. The fee she'ain ruach chazak shel kiyum. It's not a strong ruach that can establish itself. Kolomer she'ain a miyusha karoe. It's not possibly properly settled. Avav the rucha the kiyum. Avav misha ruach chazak. Shalkiyum, so a person who has a ruach which is strong, has been tested, and it keeps coming back, v'hu garui, and he's properly settled. Beiksiv, so about that person it says ne'aman ruach mechasadavar, that a person who has a faithful spirit, he will cover things up. V'omer v'ne'aman ruach pirusha, what's a person who's a ne'aman ruach? He says kiyuma the rucha. Kiyuma rucha. He has a sustainable ruach. Behind the mishu yeshlo ruach chazak, a strong ruach. Hu yachol hachse b'lechasas asod milagolosa. So he has the ability to be able to cover up the secret and not reveal it. Ki berucha tal yamilsa, because in his ruach everything depends on a person's ruach. He says berucha b'kadosh toluk adavar sheyuchol alchim ma'ashashama. Okay, Uz says, so we're going to do one more because it's been a long time. It's got a long way to go. I wanted to get to the end, but I can't get to the end of this little piece. So I'm a Rebbe Shimon, so we'll do, here's another pasuk. Al titen as picho lachti as basarecho. Don't let it come into your mouth, or give it into your mouth in order to make a chet, to pervert, as basarecho, your flesh. What does that mean? V'leis alma miskayim ala baraza. The world only exists because of the secrets that we're about to talk about. So if it was for common things that you have to have secrets about them, the razin, the razaya, the atek yomen, the lo is masran afila the malachim eloim. We're going to be dealing here with what he calls milim, or the secrets of secrets. So like used to say that. That's how Rebbe Nachman said there's a secret. Something is secret. There's something out there, but you don't know what it is. And it's secret. You're looking for it. But there's also a secret within a secret so that you don't even know it's there. You're not looking for anything because the secret itself is hidden. So this he calls this the Atek Yamim. This is called Atek Yamim. The ancient days. What's that mean? The preliminary, the beginning of everything. The law is Mazra Nafila the Malachim Elohim. So this Atek Yamim is not even given to the Malachim Elohim al Achas Kama V'Kama. They should be given to just what? If it's not given to them, then who should be given to? Let's see if I got that last part right exactly. It says, Al titen as picho, shelo titen pasach lepicho. Don't make an opening for your mouth, legalos sodo shalacherim, in order to say the secrets about other people. Lahachti as basarecho, ki al yedei zeh techta v'ashim es atzmacha. Because what you'll do is you'll cause yourself to become sinful and make yourself guilty, like a asham. The only reason for the world to exist is because of secrets. What? The world exists because people are able to hide and guard the secrets of their friends, what other people are doing. And if it was for common things, let's say that we need secrets. So if you're just talking about what your friend is doing next door, or something that you saw, or something like that, that's what you're talking about. That yes, you're not supposed to be holech rachel. You can't tell the secrets. But if you're talking about the secret of secrets, you start talking about atik yamim. But when we're talking about the secret of the secret and the depths of the things of this element or this parts of which is called atik yamim, lo is masra and afilu the malachim eloyim. Even the malachim eloyim don't know about atik yamim, because they were created after atik yamim. Like it's written, because they're very happy. The malachim are very happy. Remember, he said that there was a tremendous kanafia that came down in between the curtains of this Idra Rabbah in order to hear, because they hadn't heard it before. So the malachim smechim, they're very happy. These malachim shamu kan beidra mashalo yadu. There's something they didn't know before. Why? Alachas kan bevakama should srichim the shamachas eilachas. So if they hadn't heard it before, then you who are about to hear this, for sure you've got to keep it. Okay, that's it for today. Wow.